Hello, my name is Will Capel. This is my AI for SDG assignment one for China. And I'm gonna kind of try to fly through this because I've done this about three times and it's been way too long every single time. I think I may have put too much information on this slideshow. But we're gonna do the who, what, when, where, and how, and we're also gonna go into SDGs, the UN plan and how China's kind of their development could promote that. So let's just go ahead and get started. Got to go kind of quick here. So, what is artificial intelligence? I kind of put it in three categories: machine learning, generative AI, and decision support. These are kind of the three things that AI does best. There's some more information on here, some examples of some AIs that you might see in your on the internet or that might have been used. But I think systems improve automatically by learning patterns from data. Generative creates new things, and then decision support can kind of help you decide on some stuff. How AI works. I'm just going to do the pipeline. There's some more information above, but so AI collects data. This is from a developer point of view. AI collects data, you collect data, and then you implement that in the AI by training the model. Once this model is trained, you can deploy the AI to make predictions based off of the data that you've collected, and then that AI will refine. You can refine this AI over time with feedback. Um, Business problems AI can solve, automation, especially in China. We're going to get into that more. They're kind of focusing on automation. Forecasting, it can look into the future. Personalization, I like to use AI for personalization a lot. Kind of helps me be more organized and make things look a little prettier. Anomaly detection, AI can kind of detect things that may be wrong in some data. And the new products, AI is going to be very vital in new developments in technology because of its long stretching. I don't want to say intelligent. Well, I guess it is intelligence and what it can figure out that humans might not be able to think of. Some AI developments in the USA versus China. So there's a public opinion difference in China and the US. I mean, that I know that the research showed. China wants AI to kind of take over everything because it's cheaper, it cut costs, and it's more accurate in a lot of ways than human ideas, while human ideas are also more accurate in other ways. The US, there's a lot of kind of pushback on AI right now. There's a big usage difference. China's the biggest user of AI, but it's not the biggest developer of AI at the moment. The US is ahead in that category. And then there's some legal differences. Data privacy rules in China kind of lessen the more intense development and implementation of AI. So who is using AI in China? Consumers are using AI, the government's using AI, businesses are using AI, farmers are using AI, students are using AI, healthcare is using AI. So kind of what you all the people who use AI in the US plus farmers and healthcare are also starting to implement some automation in their systems, and I'm going to get a little more on that in a second. Who is impacted positively? Rural farmers, higher yields, lower costs, patients, faster, more accurate diagnostics. Students get more personalized learning and they have more access to different things at once. Small businesses, cheaper automation. They can kind of do cheaper work at the beginning versus having to pay for this big system. People with disabilities, they're starting to develop accessibility tools with AI. Risk concerns, routine manufacturing and driving jobs are at risk, especially in China because they're trying to automate traffic, so there's less congestion and emissions. Data entry and administrative roles displaced. Algorithmic bias in decision making, data privacy exposure, and growing dependence on a few dominant platforms. That's kind of true because China doesn't just let any the citizens use any kind of AI. It kind of has to almost be developed in China because of their data privacy law. For my career spotlight, I wanted to look at the machine learning engineer. So their average salary is about 70K. That's roughly 22,000 more than the average salary in China, which is very high. You can get up to 200K, which is really high. 40% projected job growth in the next year. Uh, Role responsibility, kind of deploying machine learning models and you're monitoring them. Skills required, Python programming, statistics, linear algebra, a lot of stuff that I don't know how to do and probably will never know how to do, but some really smart people do. Career path, you start as a data analyst, then you become an engineer, then you become a senior engineer, then you're principal, and then you're a director of AI or machine learning. Where it's being used, smart agriculture, healthcare diagnostics, and smart cities and transportation. Kind of talked about this already, but it's just being used in all these ways to kind of promote growth and quickness, opportunities, lower cost, wider rural access, and reduced emissions. There's some challenges: the data localization rules, high infrastructure costs, and urban rural gaps, and also the chip supply. Not sure if I got into that yet, but the AI chips are very expensive, causing, and they're kind of hard to come by because it's very high tech things. So not everybody can kind of figure them out. It's kind of hard to come by in China and everywhere else right now. The SWOT, I wanted to look at Tesla, strength, Shanghai, first 100% foreign owned China auto plant. Um, they're trying to launch it to where it's completely automated in the next few years. Weaknesses, BYD, which is a part of it, they're kind of partnering with NVIDIA, um, took over Tesla and China BEV sales, um, and they're being delayed because of the data localization rules, and they're facing a lawsuit there too. So A has kind of had a little drawback for Tesla opportunities, humanoid robots in that Shanghai gigafactory. It's going to make it to where almost all of the process in making the cars is automatic, and it's supposed to record records in 2026 export deliveries. Threats, BYD, as I said, and Geely are partnering with NVIDIA for level 4 autonomy. And also the chip export controls very pricey, very hard to come by. Um, when is mass adoption happening? Their goal is 2030. There's some other information on the screen, but their goal is 2030. Some barriers, chip exports. It provides limited access to advanced computation, urban-rural digital divide, strict data privacy and localization laws, and high infrastructure costs. Kind of again. So here's the SDG slide. AI in China can produce no poverty because of the farming AI platforms cut costs and boost income for rural farmers, which also leads to food being cheaper, which kind of goes into part two with the zero hunger. Number three, good health. AI diagnostics expand quality healthcare in the rural regions. They're more accurate and they're quicker most of the time, not all the time. Number nine, I picked innovation in infrastructure. AI across manufacturing infrastructure makes it quicker, more automated. Sustainable cities, as I said earlier, there's a smart traffic system which is going to cut congestions and emissions. Climate action, AI optimized smart grids, support China's clean energy transition. So to kind of finish it off, I want to do two truths, one lie over what was in this slideshow. So AI is a proven benefit to the agricultural industry in China. It's number one. And number two is AI has been devastating for job growth in China. And number three, China has trouble implementing AI because of data privacy laws. Three, two, one. And number two was the lie. It hasn't been devastating for job growth yet. That could happen. I mean, not many people know exactly what's going to happen with AI, but as of right now, it's actually creating jobs. And then here's my works cited. This is primarily all that I used, and really enjoyed this. Kind of went a little too in depth, I think. Kind of fell down a rabbit hole, but it was very interesting. And thank you.